Hey guys, Mrs. Balsiger coming at you this morning, looking a little sleepy. I hope you've enjoyed this time in your pajamas if you've been doing your schoolwork that way. I just wanted to talk about your choice activity. That's the last column for the artsy why, your choice. I've had some submissions and I don't know if I didn't make the directions clear enough, but I'm expecting you to create a piece of artwork that is your original design that takes you approximately 1 to 2 hours. I'm thinking more on the 2-hour end, and this is because I only have 5 activities for you to complete over a week and a half. So I did the math about how much you should be spending in your courses, each of your courses per week, and then how much each activity would take you, and then I was left over with approximately 2 hours. So here's the thing. 1 to 2 hours minimum. That's the first goal. The second goal is for you to do full color or full shading. Now, I understand that some of you do not have art materials at home. I get it. I totally get it. But a lot of you indicated that you do on your survey, and only 1 or 2 people only have pencils. So since you're learning how to shade this week on the middle column, which is time to create for the T for artsy, I teach you how to shade. So take that knowledge and use your pencil only if you have a pencil and go ahead and shade whatever it is that you're filling in. The third thing is creating original artwork. So you're not copying something or taking a picture off of the internet and using it as your own, but you can use reference pictures. So for example, if you want to draw a famous celebrity, or you want to draw a sports figure or something that you need a picture for, go ahead and use a picture and look at it just like we do in art class. We look at pictures on our Google Drive, or sometimes we look up pictures on the internet, and use your Chromebook to look at pictures. That's fine, but make sure that the end result that you create is your original artwork. That means you created it. You're not copying it. You're not using like a template or something from a book that you're just like kind of coloring in. So it's your original artwork. And then lastly, no scribbling. I mean, we're in middle school, and scribbling, I always say this, but it's elementary school stuff, 1st grade, 2nd grade. So you're in 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. You should be taking your time on your artwork. Here's some examples that I have for you of just some pieces that I've created. Now, I understand that, like I said, you might not have these supplies, but do your best, okay? So here's just a doodle, and I filled in the doodle. Now, this is about 3 to 4 hours worth of work, but you don't have to fill like a whole page like this. You could just maybe do half of a page. And so something like this that you're creating on your own would be your original artwork. I use cool colors with that one. Next up, got a bunch of things in here. I just did like random crazy objects from a magazine, and this is just a story assignment. So what I did was I found images from a magazine that reminded me of stories that happened in my life. Like this one was really funny. It was from college. My friend Karen decided to use Crest white strips on her teeth, and in the middle of the night her teeth started burning. We had to call the dentist. It was crazy. Stuff like that. The hair picture was a time where I got my hair highlighted, not green, but I got my hair highlighted, and it looked horrible. It looked like I had like a skunk streak down my hair. It was horrible. So things like that. I have another couple of things to show you. 6th grade are working on comic strips right now. This is my comic strip, but if you're in 7th and 8th grade and you want to create your own 3 or 4 paneled comic, go for it. This is called Under the Sea. And there's a man in here who's fishing, and there's sharks underneath the water who are tricking him by putting a boot on the fishing line instead of him catching a fish. So they're just kind of making fun of him for that. And I use mostly primary colors for this. And then let me just show you a few more and we'll be good to go. This one was just an Egyptian hieroglyphic in my name. So my maiden name used to be Bova, so I did Miss Bova here. This is before I was married. So I just made it look like, so there's some texture in the background, fill that in, and you can look that kind of stuff up on the internet if you want to know how to draw texture. There's some great YouTube videos. And then lastly, I'll just show you this one. This is just like a bunch of different letters and designs. I know it might be backwards. But just through my life, like where I went to college and some schools that I taught at and art and things like that. And I just filled it up with just different styles of text because I thought that was fun. So let's do 2 more. Here's a leaf activity where I just copied some leaves, or I traced some leaves that were outside and colored them using intermediate colors. So those are the little baby colors on the color wheel. And then this one's a little bit of a harder assignment, but 3-dimensional arrows. Again, it will take forever to do this page, so just do maybe like half the sheet. If you got white paper at home, split it in half, but take up time on a half a sheet of paper instead of just doing something really simple. And then lastly, I did a color wheel in Spanish. So La Rueda de Color is the color wheel, and I just looked up Spanish words here for the colors, and that was just a really fun assignment. So things like that, those are some great ideas that you have. I'm looking for a lot of effort, so have fun with it. I hope you guys are having a good week, and I'll talk to you soon. I miss you guys. Bye-bye.